stylish, and extremely off-road capable. Those would be the best words to describe Jeep's pickup, which offers a little bit different package compared to most utility-oriented rivals. And now, the pickup that was launched in 2019 gets a mid-cycle refresh, with comprehensive updates in various aspects, and becomes even better. Therefore, make sure to stay with us as we take a look at the show-stopping 2024 Jeep Gladiator that is about to take center stage in the automotive world. Fresh, but familiar face. The 2024 Jeep Gladiator gets a mid-cycle refresh, and logically, styling is one of the aspects that gets updates and, as you may presume, the company decided to go in the same direction as with the Wrangler. That means that the changes are rather subtle, with the focus on the grille redesign, which gets a new iteration of the famous 7-slot layout. The vertical bars have been reshaped, and you can also notice a new mesh pattern that provides a more modern look. Along with the new grille, there is a reshaped front bumper. Well, it's also worth mentioning that all models now come standard with LED lighting. The rest of the pickup retains pretty much the same shape, with the crew cab layout and a 5.5-foot bed as the sole configuration on offer. Jeep presented 7 new wheel designs that accommodate 32 or 33-inch tires. Finally, a small but nice detail is a new antenna design, integrated into the windshield. With the same shape and proportions, the next year's Gladiators will also retain the same off-road potential, which is the highest in the class. It will continue to offer up to 11.6 inches of ground clearance and, we would say, spectacular approach angle that counts all the way up to 44.7 degrees. However, there are also limitations typical for a pickup body style, in terms of the breakover and departure angles. Due to the very long wheelbase, the breakover angle is just under 21 inches, while the long rear overhang is the main reason for a relatively modest 26-degree departure angle. Still, these are rather typical numbers for the mid-size pickup class. Class-leading standard infotainment screen. As mentioned, this is a pretty comprehensive update that doesn't include just changes in terms of exterior design, but on the inside as well. The first thing you'll notice is a much larger infotainment screen. Instead of 7 and 8.4 units, all 2024 Gladiators come standard with a massive, horizontally oriented 12.3-inch touchscreen, even in the most basic variants. The new screen is so big that Jeep engineers needed to redesign the center stack. There is no more a pair of round vents, but rather a couple of very narrow vents, positioned under the new screen. On the other hand, the rest of the center stack, as well as the center console, remain the same, with a good portion of physical, oversized knobs and buttons that ensure easy operation in all conditions. Besides a bigger screen, the new infotainment system also brings new Uconnect 5 software, more intuitive and more advanced than before. Things like wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are among the most important upgrades, along with improved voice commands and a new navigation system that now includes Jeep Adventure Guides with 62 trails, as well as a subscription-based Trails off-road add-on with access to more than 3,000 trail maps. The rest of the cabin remains largely the same, with few exceptions. One of them is the addition of power adjustable seats, offered for the first time in a Gladiator. Also, it's worth mentioning that there are 9 new interior color schemes on offer. Those are Firecracker Red, Granite Crystal, Silver Zenith, High Velocity, Hydro Blue, Sarge, Bright White, Black, and Anvil. Improved safety. Just like the Wrangler, the Gladiator was also imagined primarily as an off-road vehicle, but thanks to its legendary styling, it attracts a good number of buyers who spend most of their time on the road. For them, safety plays a significant role, and that's something that hasn't been Gladiator's strong point so far. Probably the biggest upgrade is the addition of side airbags, but it's also important to mention the addition of a couple of active safety systems. Starting from the Sport S trim, all 2024 Gladiator models now come standard with a forward collision warning system and what Jeep likes to call the advanced cruise control. Of course, many more things will be available as options, starting from rear parking sensors, blind spot monitoring, forward-facing camera system, and more. Still, no sign of plug-in hybrid. For a while, we've been hearing reports about the Gladiator 4xe, a plug-in hybrid version of this pickup. That makes perfect sense, considering that the Wrangler has been available in such a configuration for some time. However, the officials are still quiet about this powertrain in a Gladiator, and now, when the diesel version is gone, the 2024 model year remains offered with just one powertrain. That's a well-known, good old 3.6-liter V6 with 285 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque. It may not be the peppiest engine around, but it gets the job done. Not just in terms of driving dynamics, but also in terms of the max towing capacity, which goes up to a class-leading 7,700 pounds. Also, we really like the fact that this engine is still available in combination with a 6-speed manual, even though most buyers go for the excellent 8-speed automatic. With 285 horsepower, this large and heavy pickup needs around 7 seconds to hit 60, which is about average for a mid-sized truck. As for the fuel economy, we can't say that this V6 is particularly efficient. You may count on up to 17 miles per gallon in the city and 22 miles per gallon on the highway, which is a little bit lower compared to most classmates. That's why we are eagerly waiting for the hybrid version, and even though the officials are still quiet, we are pretty sure that the Gladiator 4xe will arrive one day. With 375 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque, it would turn this large crew cab truck into a pretty capable performer, while the large battery pack would ensure great benefits in terms of the all-electric range. A couple of X models. Most of the trim level organization will remain the same for the next year. There are entry-level models like Sport and Sport S, as well as the mid-range Willys, while the higher end of the offer is reserved for hardcore off-roaders, Rubicon and Mojave. And now, these two off-roaders get even more extreme versions called Rubicon X and Mojave X. In the case of Rubicon X, the base design is pretty much the same as in the standard Rubicon, with all kinds of off-road upgrades, designed for rock crawling in particular. There is a robust 4x4 system, along with heavy-duty Dana 44 axles, with front and rear locking differentials and low-range gearing. However, the Rubicon X takes everything to the next level, with a steel bumper, body-colored fender flares, 17-inch machine wheel design with black pockets, black sidewall, 33-inch tires, and the Gladiator cargo group, a system that includes things like under-seat storage area, roll-up tonneau cover, exterior 115-volt plug-in-the-box, and 240-amp 400-watt inverter. But the Rubicon X isn't just about off-road upgrades. It also brings more comfort and convenience features, such as Nappa leather, heated steering wheel, premium audio system, Bluetooth speaker, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-path detection, integrated off-road camera, and many more. The Mojave X, on the other hand, is a different breed of extreme off-roader. Naturally, it brings upgrades over the standard Mojave, which earns a desert-rated badge with its special Fox internal bypass shocks that are specifically tuned for sand runs at high speed. The Mojave X has everything the standard Mojave has, but also adds an exclusive interior color scheme and comes standard with 12-way adjustable leather seats. Navigation is also part of the standard system, along with seats and steering wheel heating, steel bumpers, an off-road camera, Bluetooth speaker, a premium audio system, and many more. Just like the Rubicon X, it also comes with body color fender flares, machine wheels with dark gray pockets, black sidewall tires, and the aforementioned cargo group that includes all kinds of accessories back in the cargo bed. Release date and price. With all these updates, the 2024 Jeep Gladiator will certainly be more competitive, but whether this will be enough to retain its current position on the market, it's hard to say, because the three key rivals have all been fully redesigned and now seem superior in some aspects. Of course, they're still not as off-road capable as a Gladiator, but on the other hand, the new Colorado, Ranger, and Tacoma all benefit from more capable and way more efficient Turbo 4 powertrains. Moreover, the new Tacoma will soon come with a capable hybrid system, so Jeep will have to act quickly and offer the plug-in hybrid version as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.